Hello, homeschooling families. This is here Janet, and I am with my dear friend Chris.
Hi.
And usually we're really close to each other, but we are practicing social distancing. So stay away. Yeah. So here at Covenant right now, we're only open by appointment. So if you want to come, give us a call and we will give you a set date. We're asking parents not to bring their young children. If you have a teenager, feel free to bring them. And we are working really hard to keep our environment coronavirus free. We even have our theme music. We are killing all the coronavirus. We sure are. Yeah, I'm protecting my teeth from the disinfectants. Another one bites the dust. Coronavirus bites the dust. Our mailman just came and saw us. Yeah, so homeschooling families, we start doing our video. Don't pause it. It's okay, John. So John is filming us. Our telephone rings. Our beloved mailman comes, but we are still keeping our coronavirus distancing.
Stay away. Stay away.
So you stay away from me.
You stay away
like
from
6
me.
feet.
Well, it's close. Far enough.
Mr. Mailman is getting his hand sanitizer.
That's right. We have sanitizer. Every time a customer comes, we're wiping the table. We're wiping the counter, the handles, the door, doing everything that we can do to keep this as virus-free as possible.
Yes, absolutely. That is what we're doing.
And of course, we have to have fun while we do it because we cannot be doom and gloom, especially not at Covenant. So I have been bringing my little dog.
Our Corona comfort puppy.
Yes, and actually I meant to bring him today, but I walked out the door. He was happy. He was sleeping, so I did not think about waking him up and making him come. So, but next video.
So we're not comforted today.
We're not comforted today. Yeah.
See you guys.
Bye, Mr. Mailman.
Bye, Mr. Mailman.
So that is what we're doing. We're keeping our environment nice and safe for you guys. We have closed regular hours. We only are open by appointment, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
And they're going wonderful.
They're going wonderful.
We're getting lots of appointments. People coming in one at a time.
Yep.
Wanting to learn about homeschooling.
Yep.
High school.
Absolutely. So yesterday we had a mom. She came in with her freshman. He's doing really well in school, and he's bored. So this coronavirus was the perfect excuse, we're calling it, for them to start homeschooling. He wants to graduate early, and he's already doing an internship. I was so impressed with this young man. He wants to work in construction. So we found some wonderful curriculum, and it was so fun. We still have one more set left of Picturing America for history, but he took one of the sets that we have.
That is an awesome program. So we have 3 sets now?
We have 3 sets now.
We have 3 sets.
Yeah.
And we have one
still
available.
Yeah. So if you actually have the curriculum Picturing America in your house, you will know it because it's like really big, and they were giving it out for free from the, I believe it was National Endowment for the Humanities. They give them out to homeschooling families and educational entities for free, but homeschooling families were supposed to pass it on to other homeschooling families. So we're asking people, especially if you're done homeschooling, because this curriculum was available in the mid-2000s? Yeah, somewhere around there. And I got one. So one of the ones that we're passing around is one of mine. So you pretty much get to use it almost for free. But yeah, when I show them all those works of art and all the history that goes with it, that kid was in heaven. He was like, I want that. It was really cool. It felt really nice. Yeah.
Well, that's why we homeschool.
That's what we're doing here.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So.
Are you going to help me with the stick again?
Yes, because you are just getting too close.
Sorry.
Yeah. The Mr. Mailman said you were too close.
Yeah, well, Mr. Mailman, he brings me all the cardboard paper mail that is, like, supposed to be contaminated. Or the virus lives on it. Yeah, I know. We should spray our mail down, huh?
Yeah, we're making the mail, no, not the mail. The virus bite the dust.
Bite the dust.
That's our theme song here. You know, when we're cleaning around, another one bites the dust. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah. So you have been putting a lot of neat things on Facebook.
I have. I hope you've been watching them or looking at them. There's what's going on today. So today is the beginning of
Homeschool Connect Expo.
Homeschool Connect Expo. Yes, that starts today. So if you haven't already, it's on our Facebook page. You can go there, click on the link. All you do is fill out the information, and then you get access to all of their speakers.
Yeah, it sounds amazing, especially if you're home and you need a little break from the kids, and just something for you to focus. It's really nice. Re-energize yourself. Yeah, you can watch us, give us a phone call, or go to the Homeschool Connect Expo.
Right, which is not to say that we shouldn't go to the AFI convention this summer. Mm-hmm. That's going to be amazing.
Yeah. The AFI convention is almost like a family reunion. Yes, it is so much fun. I when I was still homeschooling, I loved, because when I started a new group and you stayed in our other group, that was the only time we saw each other.
I know.
Till we started working together here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was like, Janet, Chris.
Yeah, not now.
Not now. But that's what it was. It was amazing. Yeah, go to the AFI convention. It's wonderful. And then we are assuming and hoping and praying that by then all of this coronavirus will be part of the past.
Gone. I think it's too hot here. I think as soon as it starts getting really hot in Arizona anyway, things will probably start leveling out.
You also posted something that's called Amazing Educational Resources on our Facebook page.
That is really good. That is just a huge list of things that are free or really cheap. I really didn't see anything that costs money, but it was...
Do you want me to lock this?
Everybody's coming.
Live video.
Yeah, we're closed, but everybody's coming. We have no appointments right now, but all our beloved people
are coming. Move the cart, or should I go in the other door?
Probably.
Can you just pull it in so I can?
There we go.
So we have our art room that is not being used right now. So we have our dear friend here.
Say hi, Dolly.
Hi
there.
No. Yeah.
You got
Anyway, Dolly comes in the morning and she paints in the art room all by herself because we are not having group classes or anything like that here. It just so happened that 3 or 4 people that are here today, they all happen to come at the same time, So we are being very conscious to following the guidelines as best as we can.
Socially distancing.
Yep.
Yeah, stay away. Make sure John stays out in his little box
let me
over
measure you.
Yeah. Anyway,
the amazing educational resources.
Yes. So it is a big list of a bunch of free things, tours, downloads, curriculum, different things that you can do. So even though you're homeschooling, you have your curriculum, maybe dad's home and
oh my gosh,
life has become crazy because dad thrown into the mix is just blew my schedule out the water.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't get anything done.
You know what's so funny? We always want our husbands to spend more time with us, which we do, like when we're on vacation and stuff like that. But for me, when I was homeschooling and my husband stayed home, I was like, oh, we can be with daddy now. The kids wanted to play hide and seek or go play basketball. And then I'm like, my whole schedule got thrown out, So do you guys have husbands or telecommuting? I don't know. Tell us about it.
Tell us.
Okay, I came in and I told Chris what happened in my family. Oh, sorry.
I want to hit you with this now.
Okay. No, I get to have it so I can be expressive. I can be my Peruvian expressive in the distance with this.
I'll just sit here. Go ahead. Poke me.
You get to borrow it. Okay, I'll let you borrow it. There you go. It's not for the two of us. So my husband is telecommuting and it's totally thrown off our routine out the window. Obviously, my children are in their late 20s, and I have a 30-year-old now. But so we don't have to deal with a homeschool routine. But we had a small disagreement, and I got mad at my husband. I know that never happens to you guys. I know. And then we had to go for a walk and stuff like that. And then we were not mad at each other. But the next day, when he was getting ready for work, it's not getting ready for work. He was just getting ready to go into his office. I looked at him.
To go into the other room.
To go into the other room. I looked at him and I was like, I know what's happening. All our routine is out of whack and we didn't get to say goodbye before he went to work. Because that's part of our routine, We just either eat something together or, we're being a little healthier, so we're making some of those weird green shakes. So I'll make him a green shake. And
she brings them to work sometimes.
I do sometimes. They're not that bad.
I've made them too because we're doing the same weird diet
Yeah,
thing,
we are. Yeah.
But I choose not to.
Yeah. But anyway, so that has gone out the window because he's not putting on, he has to wear a nice shirt and shave and stuff like that when I do the video conferences or whatever. but besides that, he's not grabbing like his suitcase and his good shoes and all these things that I'm used to that he methodically does while we say goodbye. And then right before he leaves, he stands by the door and we hug and we kiss and he walks out the door. So that's what has been the problem. He's not doing that.
Daily goodbye kiss.
I have not gotten my goodbye. You know?
So now what do? You make him.
So now I did remind him, and actually he said goodbye to me. He said goodbye to me when he went into his office, and then before I came here, I stuck my head in his office, and I'm like, bye. He's like, oh, well, let me say goodbye. And we say goodbye again. So that was much helpful. But Chris had a much better idea.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I told her she needed to make him go out the door and walk around the house and come in the back door.
Yeah, and then he can go into his office. That would be much, much better. And actually, I even think he should grab his little briefcase, and I will not make him pack his lunch because that can stay in the refrigerator. You know, but he should grab his briefcase because then it's more part of the routine. You know.
Because it's all about the routine.
Yep. I'm just like so out of whack.
You won't make him pack his lunch. That's
Yep,
awesome.
I will not make him pack his. So what? Some of the other changes, the families, they have to deal with daddy being at home, which is fun and it's a good thing. But again, it does change the routine.
Routine gets thrown out the window.
Yep. And then you need to decide: do we even want to have school? Because it's totally fine not to do academics because there'll be other things that you can focus on as a family. It can become a culinary delight.
Oh yeah.
If you have the ingredients, yes.
If you have the ingredients.
Yeah. Or art. If you're a very artistic family, it's the perfect time to make a huge mess. Oh my gosh, that's like better than doing academics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So what other things? Some of the electronics. That's another thing that was kind of hard for my family. And I'm so glad my kids were not involved at a time where electronics were as big as they are now. Because it was easy to limit it because they were kind of like separate from our daily life.
So like when your schedule is thrown out the window and now the kids are wanting to do more electronic stuff, be on their phone, watch movies, stuff like that.
Yeah. So that would be really hard for
That
me
would
to
be hard.
control
That would
now
be hard
because
for me.
everything's so intertwined.
Yeah.
It's not like separated like it used to be.
Right.
When
Well, they're
we
probably
had-
missing their friends.
They're missing their
Especially
friends.
if they're teenagers.
Mhm.
I know a lot of the sports
activities
are canceled and the teen church youth groups are all canceled and play dates and all kinds of things are canceled. So, if you have a teen, they're herd animals, pack animals. They like to stick together. So sometimes the electronics, they can communicate that way.
Yeah.
Play games together.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's a different whole thing. I mean, you can't just say don't do electronics this day and age, but you have to figure out how you're going to limit
how
them.
are we going to manage it? Yeah,
Yes.
it's a whole new managing schedule, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. So
Yeah.
maybe you guys can share with us, since we don't have children. At least you have one kid still. You have a senior.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a senior. He has his own life. I never know where he is or what he's doing. He has his own schedule.
Yeah. But if you have younger kids, you can share with us how you're managing that. That would be really neat to know.
That would be really good. Maybe you could comment in this video.
And see, we get a lot of families that are brand new to homeschooling, and we actually get on-the-job training from families like yours.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, because you're the ones that are keeping us updated. You're the ones that are telling us.
So I like to jokingly call us the homeschool experts, but really, you are the experts. We're all the experts.
Yeah.
And we all get to learn from each other. And
Yep.
I think times like this, sometimes you might not realize that you're struggling in something.
Yeah.
And you'll hear what somebody else is doing or that they're struggling in the same area and kind of how they're managing it. So I think homeschoolers are nothing if not networked.
Yeah.
Let's network some more.
Absolutely. And then what I love that happens, and it happens a lot, I will hear either something that I heard from a parent that came here or that I read on Facebook. I do get on-the-job training on Facebook. I really do. I hear something, and then a parent comes in, and they're saying, this is what I'm dealing with. I was like, aha, I just learned about that. That's how God works things out together a lot of times. So I love that.
Yep.
Yeah. So we also have had a couple of families yesterday. Actually, we met two families, one in the morning and one in the afternoon yesterday, who are public school families, and they have decided they're going to start homeschooling. So
Wow,
that
just
can
because
be,
of the virus?
Well, one of them was actually already thinking about it,
Oh.
and her little girl kept asking her every time the mom would drive the first grader to school. She would ask, "Mommy, how come we do not get to learn about God in school? Mommy, how come they don't teach me about God in school?" And every day the little girl mentions something about God. So the mom was already. She has some concerns, some reasons. That she thought maybe homeschooling wouldn't be a good decision for them. But once she came here and we started talking about some of her concerns, she actually left very relaxed, and that melts my heart.
Yes.
It's like
those are the
yes.
That's why we come to work. That's why we're here.
Yeah. So she ended up buying a Bible curriculum, More Than Words from Master Books, just because she loved that and because her daughter has so many questions about God, and right now she's so hungry to learn about God.
Oh, yeah.
So, and it's not a curriculum, it's just a really fun, like a guide, like a book that guides you to learn about God more. And she thought her daughter would really like it.
Well, that's great
So,
that we can feed that.
Yes, because we do want, we helped people from all walks of life. You don't have to be a Christian to work here. We will help you with whatever you're asking us. But we are a Christian organization, and we love it when we can help families.
Well, it's good
raise their
though.
kids
I
in the
mean,
Lord.
homeschooling in general, when you have a student, no matter what the
Yeah.
subject is, you can always focus on that subject and
Yes.
feed that subject and really help them dive in. That's kind of like the whole love of learning. It creates this environment
Absolutely.
of learning is fun. It's
Yep.
good. It's not drudgery.
Yep.
It's not the ruler. You must learn. You must learn. I won't hit you.
No, just
stay
just
away.
Stay away. Yes.
Get my mask
We're
back
being
on.
good. So for families that are thinking of homeschooling, if like the one mom of the 6th grader, I was just encouraging her. That little girl is very bright, and since she has so many questions about God, it made sense to start with a biblical curriculum. But in reality, academics should not be the priority. I mean, unless there's a reason, specific reason, and your family's 100% ready, it is actually a good idea to take it light on the academics and to focus on your family. We're seeing how long. Sorry. Yeah. Ignore me. Oh, goodness. We said we were going to talk for 10 minutes, and it's actually been 19 minutes. How did that happen? I know. But we're still doing good. Okay, so
doing good because we have lots of words.
Yeah. So for families that are thinking of homeschooling in this transition, I actually think it is a great idea to start researching deschooling. So
deschooling.
that's right.
Have you heard of deschooling? It's awesome.
Yeah. So it's like a transitional period that families use as they adjust from their traditional group education to homeschooling at home. And a lot of it has to do with the dynamics between the child and the parent, and then the kid learning to see that parent as the teacher, and also managing the changes and what you do in your day. Because before, being at home was mostly for rest and
play,
and probably recouping from some of the stresses that they're dealing with. But now you have to change that because you're also doing your academics at home.
Right.
Yeah,
and that doesn't mean that you bring this classroom into your house. You don't have to have the schoolroom with the chalkboard and all that.
Yeah.
But it is getting used to the whole idea of schooling at home.
Yeah, which is very, very different, like you were pointing out.
Very different.
Yeah. So during this time period, you can, obviously, you cannot go to the Room Museum right now, but you can go to the list that Chris has and do some things online. You can spend a lot of time talking, getting to relax and doing things that you haven't had a chance to do before with your kid.
Oh, right.
And then giving each other space, because you're not used to being with your kid as much now either. So you have to adjust too. It's not only them. So there's a lot of adjustments. So it's really good to take your time to adjust. Yeah. Do your research on homeschooling. Call us. We're happy here. You know, people call us, and to some degree, we're like the first connection for some people with homeschooling. And then the next connection are the support groups, which are actually the main connection. Because that's what keeps homeschooling families going.
Yeah.
You know, we just give information, encourage, letting people know you can homeschool and take the stress out, and then they get to connect with the support groups.
We
unterrify
the homeschoolers of the world.
Yeah, we unterrify them. Yeah, but pretend we don't have this stick. We just have smiling faces.
She only uses it on me.
I know. Yeah. Oh, spending a lot of time outdoors. That's also a very good thing to do.
Yes. outdoors. Yeah,
Mhm.
we can go outside. Remember,
Yeah.
there's the sun,
Yeah.
and just stay away from the people.
Yeah, I remember my oldest daughter one time. We had a lot of distractions in our homeschooling. She was probably in 4th grade, something like that, maybe 5th. I don't remember. And I woke up in the morning and I decided, okay, today we're gonna do everything we're supposed to do. We're getting up early. We're eating our breakfast, and right away we're diving into our academics because we have just been kind of scattered. It's time to focus. So I'm like, okay, kids, come out. We had breakfast. Everything was going really good. I was on my box. I have boxes. My mental box, It's like, this is what's happening right now. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, Julie, pull out your math book or whatever I said we were going to be doing. And she looks at me and she has like this so concerned look in her face. And she says, but Mommy, can I go and ride my bike? I need to feel the air in my face. and right away, my box just went away. And I was like, go and ride your bike.
You'll feel the air.
Feel the air in your face, because that is so good for the kids, and that's part of the beauty about being able to homeschool. She can go ride her bike full speed up and down in the front, and then she'll be refreshed and ready to do her math or whatever we needed to do next.
Well, I had all boys, and there's no way we could do 2 subjects in a row. It was, okay, we're going to do this lesson, and then you're going to go outside, and you're going to dig a hole, or you're going to run around, or do something physical, because they just need to get the ants out.
That's right.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're going to go and start working. Our testing, Iowa testing, was supposed to be next week, and obviously because of coronavirus, which we're going to keep disinfecting and getting rid of, because of coronavirus, we had to postpone our testing. So it's going to go all the way till May. So right now we have closed registration for everyone, and we're having our families that were already registered for this coming week, we are finding them their places. So that's what we're going to start working on. So
the class registration, you're saying.
The testing registration.
Okay, well, you said classes, so I'm so confused.
Okay, sorry. I meant to say testing.
So the testing registration, the testing spring dates have changed now to May. So look on our website. It has all the details, and the registration should be opening soon.
Yes.
As soon as we get the ones that have already registered for those April dates, get them repositioned, then we'll open it up again.
Thank you for translating for me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my brain did not connect with my mouth. What can I say? And I will not blame it on my Peruvian background.
No, it's just, the life here. The covenant.
Too many pieces.
Moving pieces.
That's right.
They're always moving. You gotta catch them.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you have any questions about homeschooling, if you have friends that are thinking of homeschooling, you can tell them to call us, send them over here. We'll be so happy to help them. And,
absolutely.
Yeah, and we're being very careful right now, doing everything by appointment, making sure we don't have a lot of people here, and making sure we do our social distancing. So anyway, so thank you guys, and we will be making more videos. The next video, I will have my beautiful doggy, Cusco, our coronavirus comfort dog.
Coronavirus comfort doggy.
Yeah, I should have brought him today.
You should have.
I know.
You brought him every other day.
Yep. Okay. Well, you guys have a wonderful day.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.